Hey coach, are you running the dribble drive motion, but defenders keep clogging the paint? Try the Wave series. It clears the help, opens driving lanes, and kills pressure. Switching, even pack line, will show you the reads, the counters, what to run when they take away reversal. You'll get more space, more downhill attacks, more buckets. Let's dive in. What the genesis of the Wave was. So what it is it's a swing, and you want to get your three into what I call the high wing. You want them in the high wing to give them the best angle to attack. You're going to see on video people throwing the ball to the three down here, here. The best place to get them the basketball is here because it optimally gives them the best angle to attack to the rim. You want your players, just like on a kick-up situation in the dribble drive, to drive through this elbow. If they're catching it here, they have to dribble uphill before they can go downhill. So on this player should be sprinting or lifting as soon as they hear the call. It's probably a play call, unless you're using it as an automatic when you swing the ball and you want to get into it. On that swing, now you have 1 and 4. Now this is the wave action. Kurt called it the wave. So I've just adopted the same terminology. And the 1 would have started his cut as soon as the ball, and they're going to cut to the corner. And the 4 after they pass is going to cut here. Now you can adjust your cuts. People are going to ask, what if they're switching? What if they're pressuring? Well, if they're switching, you want to do deeper cuts. So you want to take that player deep, and you want to take this one inward and then over, so it's harder to attack. Now you have a compressed side of the floor on the left side and this is what people would refer to as a super gap. Let's take a look at some teams running it. Tonight you're going to see a lot of, majority of women's teams running this. So here's your action. She's starting her cut, and now this is more of the second player blurred, but you're seeing this first player doing that cut to the corner, through the elbow to this corner, post in the dunker spot. So now here's your big gap. You want to have your shooter staying low in the corner and playing off this penetration. You don't want that player being impatient and coming up the floor, taking the gap away. That's the biggest thing when you're teaching this stuff on the drive and kick, is getting those players to hold the corner. She didn't hold the corner, so that brought the player up, but she's still able to get to the rim. So now you're going to see a high school boys team running this, and he doesn't really attack hard. He's lost the battle. Look where his shoulders are. They're east-west to the sideline. He didn't really catch it at the high wing. I would have liked to see him kind of catch the ball more up by the Warrior logo up there on the sideline. So he gets flattened, and now we're just going to flow into dribble drive. But as you can see, it flattened the top, and there's no help at the nail. There is no help defender. So now this player is able to get right through that elbow and make a nice little dump off to the post. Here's going to be off of normal. So there, everybody sucked in, and they read it. Didn't get downhill, didn't get to the basket, but everybody sucked into the paint. Plays off the pivot, player in the corners 3 in a row. So that should have been more of a backdoor now, or lifting, number 30. I'm okay with where this player is, but a lot of times they would drag behind and get into the player. Dragging behind is the normal, but more people are getting into more of this spacing now of a two-sided, instead of always filling right behind the passer. So you would run what I call a through cut, corner cut, fingers cut, whatever you want to refer to this as. You just cut them through, and you go like this. This is one way to do it. So now 1 and 2 become the cuts. And this is where a key is, don't jog your cuts. When people run this, I see too much jogging, and they go, well, why isn't it working? Well, you need to clear that area. This player should not be pivoting and scanning to drive. You want them to catch and go, because you're most open on the catch. Now, if they're going under you and sagging, that should be a shot. That's how it would look. You may be a traditional 5-out coach, point, 2 wings, 2 corners. So you would throw it to either wing and the point and the opposite wing would cut. Now you have your big gap. Okay, don't have video on that. And then you can adjust how they fill behind off the penetration to have the bailouts off the pivots, second cuts, all that good stuff. Modern 5-out, 2 slots, 2 corners, and a stretch spot. This is how, when I do 5-out now, this is more of the formation that I'm playing out of. And the cutting did not happen correctly. So we'll watch it on the video. They have the animation way too slow on the format. Okay, so this was my team that I assisted at, Roosevelt. Hopefully it shows up. 24 here, the big girl going on the wing was a freshman this year at UNLV. And we didn't play a lot of 5-out, but we put this stuff in when we had a girl trying to guard our best player that was slow foot. So it would go slot to slot to the wing, and now it's the same action. You're just going to have a way more compressed area. Now, what you could do with this is you could have somebody, the first cutter or the second cutter, stop in the dunker spot if you want, so that they can have the drop-off pass. Or you can just really compress that left side of the floor. There's that blur, and now it's up to you for your play to read. That's probably a jump shot for some people. So now she drew 2, makes the easy pass. Okay, we miss it, but we'll take that shot. So this is it out of a 5-out situation. Again, slot to slot.
If you got value from this breakdown of the Wave series, you're going to love what we got waiting for you inside the system basketball community. We dive way deeper, more actions, more counters, more ways to tweak things based on your personnel, defenses throw at you. You'll get full clinic breakdowns, clean diagrams, and video demos to help you bring it all to life with your team. Whether you're just getting started with the Wave or looking to unlock next level adjustments like different alignments, zone reads, or creative counters, we've got you covered. So if you're serious about leveling up your offense, hit the link in the description and jump into the system basketball community. I'll see you on the inside.